number 14 on the vertical motion worksheet. Let y equals x squared plus 1. Find the average rate of change. The average rate of change. Okay, when I see average rate of change, I'm immediately thinking that's algebra slope. Average rate of change is algebra slope. Of y with respect to x. Okay, so that's change in y over change in x from 3 to 5. So there's my x's. So I need y of 5 minus y of 3 over 5 minus 3. That would be the average rate of change, the good old slope formula from 8th grade. So y of 5 would be 5 squared plus 1 would be 26. Y of 3 squared plus 1 would be 10. So 26 minus 10 over 5 minus 3. And hey, if you wanted to safe stop, you could just stop right there and it'd be good. If you want to keep going, 16 divided by 2 is 8. But either one of those would be okay. This one would be not a safe stop, right? Because you got to evaluate what y of 5 and y of 3 are. Part B, find the instantaneous rate of change. So that's calculus slope. So that's dy dx, not delta y over delta x, but dy dx, the actual instantaneous slope at x equals -4. You also know the difference because from 3 to 5, that's over a range. You can't do an instantaneous slope over 3 to 5. That doesn't make sense. And for the instantaneous slope, it's at a point. So you couldn't do an average slope at a single point. You have to do an instantaneous slope. So several things in the problem point you to whether we're doing calculus or algebra slope or calculus slope. So dy dx equals 2x. And so if we want to evaluate that at x equals -4, 2 times -4, you can stop there and be good. Most of you would say, well, that's -8. I'll answer the question the full way, but that's fine too. So is that an easy question? It's an easy process to do, but you got to understand what they're asking you to do. But I'm glad you asked that one, because that kind of stuff is on the test, and it's usually an all or nothing credit, because if you know what it's asking, it's easy, but if you don't understand what it's asking, then there's no way to work the problem.